South Africa set to revamp visa regulations to attract tourists from India and China. In a strategic move to bolster its tourism sector, South Africa is poised to overhaul its visa system, creating a more welcoming environment for tourists from India and China. These changes aim to address the cumbersome visa requirements that have been a significant barrier for potential visitors from the world's two most populous countries, thereby unlocking the potential for increased tourism revenue. The imminent modifications were highlighted by Leon Schreiber, the nation's home minister, who announced an impending trusted tour operators system set to launch in January. Under this innovative regime, vetted tour operators will be empowered to manage travel authorizations for groups visiting from India and China. This mark of confidence from South African authorities in these select operators is a significant step that aligns with international best practices to attract tourists. Ease of access to travel documents has been a proven factor in the success of tourism industries globally. For instance, Thailand's lenient visa policies have significantly boosted Indian visitor numbers. Moreover, countries like Peru and Morocco have experienced mushrooming travel numbers by proactively expanding their presence in Indian cities, showcasing the crystal clear correlation between visa accessibility and tourism. Taking cues from these trends, South Africa is contemplating more sweeping reforms, such as the potential implementation of an electronic travel authorization system that Schreiber alludes to as part of broader legislative reforms. The forward-thinking approach also includes modifications to the work permit laws, aiming to unclog a complicated process. These steps underscore a concerted effort by South Africa to mend its skills shortage through streamlining entry into its borders, whether for pleasure or professional pursuits. Despite being part of the BRICS alliance, a coalition of 5 major emerging economies including Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, travelers from India and China have faced notable hurdles in visiting South Africa. This has been manifested in the country's tourism figures, which pale in comparison to those from Western nations whose citizens enjoy visa-free travel. According to statistics from the South African authorities, the disparity in visitor numbers is stark. The United States and the United Kingdom each accounted for approximately 350,000 tourists in the past year. In contrast, visitors from India were only about 80,000, and those from China even lower at 37,000, a fraction of their potential given the enormous population base of both countries. The modification of visa rules is not just a gesture to enhance international relations, but a strategic economic stimulus. Recognizing tourism as a natural asset and an area ripe for growth, South Africa aims to rectify the imbalance and seize this low-hanging fruit that Minister Schreiber confidently believes will revivify the economy, a sentiment echoed by tourism and hospitality stakeholders nationwide. Thank you for choosing Satori News.